welcome to another session of Wear Many Hats. My name is Rachel, and this is season 2. And today with us we have Reiss Knight. He is the facilities manager at Huckletree at the moment, and he's come along to share his story with us today about how he got to where he got to. So welcome, Reiss.
Thank you for having me on.
Thank you for coming. I'm really pleased for you to be here. I know a little bit about Huckletree, so it'd be interesting to hear about them once we get through a bit of the podcast. But yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Did you come far today?
Not far today. I come from Oxford Street, so actually it was only 2 stops on the tube. So
not
I was
too
here
far.
within 10 minutes. Yeah,
love that. Yeah, Holborn's not too far. Anywhere's quick when you're on the tube, isn't it?
Yeah.
As long as it's running, right?
Yeah, exactly that.
Lovely. But so thank you very much for taking time to see us today. So should we go? Should we kick off?
Yep.
Going to ask you some questions. I want to know where it all started for you. Take us back. Where did it all sort of start for you in your role?
So from the start, from where I started from, I kind of straight from school. I left school when I was 16, and actually started in the leisure industry.
Yeah.
So I started as a lifeguard.
Okay.
So I was a lifeguard in leisure centres.
Did you save any souls? Did you save anyone?
Thankfully, I didn't need to.
Oh, that's good.
They say a good lifeguard's a dry lifeguard, so you're
Love that.
proactive and not having to
Right.
intervene.
Okay. Probably helped you in your future career. I would have
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
I started as a lifeguard. I did when I was at school. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I was very into my swimming and stuff, and I used to always go swimming.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something that I thought, I could do that. I'd quite like that. So I left school when I was 16, started as a lifeguard, and then when I was about 6 months into the role, I realised that actually I could do more than just being a lifeguard. I could take on more responsibility. So there was a duty manager.
Okay.
So just like a shift manager, they'd manage the day-to-day operations of the building, manage staff.
Okay. This is where it started.
Yeah, so that was something I always aspired to be. So I went about getting my qualifications that I needed to kind of take that step up, which involved the pool plant operator's qualification, and kind of just shadowing the duty managers and saying, look, what is that? What do you do? Take me through how you open, close the building. I just always wanted to be that next step above.
Okay.
And I was actually successful in then getting a duty manager role quite young. So I was 18 when I got a duty manager role.
That's impressive and very inspiring to our younger listeners to know that anything's possible if you work hard.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly that. So I really strive to get that role. And it was when I was a duty manager that I realised that I had a passion for sort of managing buildings, managing staff, health and safety of the building, compliance, organising contractors to come out, do repairs, all of that stuff. So I really felt that I kind of excelled in that role, and there was a next step up, which was an operations manager role, which I was then successful in getting 5 years into the role as a duty manager.
Okay.
And then I took that role on, and I felt that was very facilities focused.
Yes.
And essentially I was a facilities manager without really realising it.
Yeah.
I was, managing the PPMs, managing compliance, health and safety, managing contractors.
Facility stuff.
So it's all, and also the plant room side of things. So a lot of sort of hard services, your plant rooms, managing that, the backwashing procedures, all of that stuff was all kind of facilities
based
focused. Yeah. So I did that role for 5 years as an operations manager. I really enjoyed it.
Very loyal there as well.
I was working, so all in all, I was working in the leisure industry for 12 years.
Oh my goodness. Right. Okay. So that really set you up.
Yeah.
So that would, and then you went to Huckletree. Is that kind of how?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was an operations manager, and I really enjoyed it. But the next step up for me was kind of like a general manager position.
Yeah.
Which I kind of felt was I like being on the ground day to day, being involved in running the buildings, the systems. I was more interested in like how buildings work.
Yeah.
So I felt that I had a lot of transferable skills at that point. So I set about trying to transfer those skills into facilities management. And the first thing I looked at doing was my NEBOSH. So
yes, I saw that. You have that, and IOSH as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I actually got the IOSH while I was in the leisure industry. It was a requirement as the operations manager to have that qualification.
Okay.
Because obviously you were doing risk assessments, managing health and safety. But yeah, so I wanted to enhance my skills, and the NEBOSH qualification was that next step for me.
Yes.
And it's usually it's a requirement that you need in facilities management, or it's like a nice to have if you have it.
Not many people spoke about that I've interviewed, actually. So it's interesting. Is it tough to acquire? Is it quite intense? Just for our listeners that don't know too much about NEBOSH, was it a tough one? And you're working at the same time, I'm assuming.
Yeah, exactly that. I found it quite intense. I did mine face to face. So you can either do it online or you can do it face to face. And the face to face was basically you do 5 days in the classroom, and the NEBOSH was split up into two sections. So you had your NG1 and you had your NG2. So NG1 was an open book exam, and NG2 is a practical sort of project that you need to do. You need to go away and do a risk assessment at your own workplace and then submit that to NEBOSH. So all in all, it's 10 days. So 5 days for NG1, went away, did my exam. Takes about 2 months for them to mark it, get back to you with feedback. And then you've got your NG2, which was then, 5 days back in the classroom. Then you go away and you've got to do your practical project, submit that, and then it was another 2-3 months for that to be marked. So, I find it quite intense, but because I already had the IOSH, I had that baseline experience, and also, on the job experience of managing health and safety anyway as an operations manager within my role, doing risk assessments, reviewing method statements, knowing about COSH, because you're managing cleaners, you're managing
you need to know all of that important stuff.
So I feel like I had a good baseline going into it, but I was happy that I managed to pass first time, and
brilliant.
I feel that really elevated me to the position that I'm in now, really, and kind of give me that.
Yeah, you said that you left school at 16. So were you academic, or do you feel you need to be academic to be in facilities? To do the NEBOSH? Does that help? Or
it's really strange because at school I would say I wasn't really academic. I wasn't somebody who wanted to go to university, do exams. I hated exams.
Same.
So it was. I just wanted to come out of school, get into work, and then build up my work experience on the job, work my way up, basically.
Whilst you're earning as well.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially in this particular industry, experience speaks volumes. I know. I understand that it's great to have the qualifications, but it is definitely experience.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It takes you through, doesn't it? But like you say, so NEBOSH, you've been successful at that. Well done for passing first time as well.
Yeah.
So where are you now?
I'm currently at Huckletree. So I made the move from leisure into Huckletree, which is a co-working office provider. The role I actually applied for and was successful for was assistant facilities manager role. So I wanted to get experience as an actual facilities manager, even though I had transferable skills. It was good to go into that role and have the title as a assistant facilities manager, and that's where I kind of worked my way up. And now
you've been there a year.
Yeah.
So you went from assistant facilities manager to facilities manager within, was it 3 months? Am I right?
So I was assistant facilities manager from July last year, and I just recently got promoted to facilities manager in April this year. So
congratulations! I thought I saw something like that. I couldn't remember which way around it was. So wow, but you've gone quite far, quite quickly.
Yeah.
And how have you done that? I'm assuming extremely hard work, but and wearing many hats.
Yeah.
It must be tough. There must be some challenges which we'll talk about in a bit. But well done, congratulations!
Thank you.
And they're a great company.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know, I
definitely,
know
yeah.
they're a B Corp company, which I know about. So they're all about their ESG and getting involved with the public. I know that I think they might have their own podcast rooms. I know.
Yes, we do at Liverpool Street. We do have a podcast room. Yeah.
Have a little look. How fun is that? Okay, so obviously we've kind of covered that you went to school and you enjoyed swimming, but did you think anything? Did you know anything about facilities when you kind of went into as a lifeguard? Did you know anything? Did you think you'll end up there?
No, not at all, really. I think
Fell into it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what a lot of people say.
Yeah.
You know, they've sort of fell into facilities management, but I would say I kind of did. But towards the end of me being in leisure, I kind of, that was the career path that I wanted to go down.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of people that I'd worked with who were in leisure that had done a similar role to me that had gone into FM. And, you know, a lot of the health and safety compliance, managing buildings, managing contractors, that was the bits of the job that I really enjoyed. So if you'd asked me when I started in leisure, would I have been in facilities management? The answer would have probably been no. I don't know what that is, to be honest. I just probably always saw myself working in leisure centres. But when I was in that role as an operations manager, I saw that is very transferable. And
which is what you said.
Yeah, I feel that facilities management is transferable in a lot of different industries.
Absolutely, it's needed everywhere, right?
Yeah.
If there's a building, there's, you know, you need facilities management in there, don't you? So this is why we get so many people on the show.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of you.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
So is there anyone that gave you a real push in your career? It seems like you yourself gave yourself a good push in, you know, to get out working and get moving. Is there anyone that's really giving you sort of a mini inspiration, maybe a mentor as well? I know you said you mentioned a couple of people that you kind of were looking at and watching and learning from. So is there anyone in particular?
Yeah, I would say when I was working in Nuffield Health as an operations manager, I had a good general manager, and he kind of asked me where I wanted to go, and you know, we wrote out a development plan for me and things like that, and he would go above and beyond. So I guess the standard is do a development plan, and sometimes I'd done that in the past, and it would never really go anywhere. It's like, what courses do you want to do? What training do you want to do? And he asked me one day, so what training do you want to do, Reiss? And I said, I'd like to do the NEBOSH qualification. And I sort of said it, but I didn't think I would actually be put on the course.
I love that.
And he actually did. He kept his word, and he made it happen. And
shout out to him.
Yeah.
Do you still stay in touch?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. So
you must be really pleased to see where you are now.
So that was what I sort of said to him. You know, I wanted to go into facilities management. And you know, he helped get me on my way, really.
So many thanks to him if he's listening. He helped set you up on your career, and you know, where will Reiss end up? You know, this is really a start of your, you know, you're right in the thick of your career right now.
Yeah.
And with Huckletree, I'm sure you'll go extremely far. And a fantastic brand.
Thank you.
So let's talk about your role, your day-to-day role. What's it look like for you?
So day to day, so I manage 8 buildings. Yeah. So 8 buildings I currently manage. We've got 6 in London. One's in Manchester, and one is in Dublin.
Do you go up there?
Ireland.
Dublin? I
haven't yet, but
you'll be going.
I'll be going. Yeah, and we have weekly calls with the team out there, checking in regular, and you know, we obviously provide a lot of support remotely at the moment. But
you've got Leadenhall coming up.
We have got Leadenhall coming
Autumn,
up.
I saw. That's a lovely area. I love it round there. So that you must be busy with that too.
Yeah, so that'll be coming up, and we're really busy getting and mobilising the site. We did a mobilisation last year.
So you've done it,
which was 8 Bishopsgate. Yeah. So at the same time, it was also demobilising a site that we'd
you've done
exited from as well.
In and out.
It was within 2 weeks we was doing both.
Oh my goodness!
So it was challenging. very challenging.
That's
but
my next question, actually. What challenges do you face? So clearly you've done that. That was a challenge. So anything else that you do sort of cover day to day?
So day to day, like I said, managing the eight buildings. I'm responsible for managing the planned preventative maintenance across all the sites, managing reactive maintenance.
Okay.
I also get involved in a lot of CAPEX projects, and also member customization. So if a member requests to customize their office in a certain way,
yes, they do. They like to put their signs up.
TVs, whatever it would be, we would get involved in that, and we work very closely with our M&E contractors to make it happen and make sure that their office is exactly how they want it to be presented and laid out.
So this is the wear many hats. You're dealing with the contractors, you're dealing with the clients of the building, you're dealing with your bosses and other teams within the departments. And this is why this show's called Wear Many Hats, dedicated to the FM industry, because that is exactly what you're doing. That's a lot. So what, other than the moving in and out within 2 weeks of buildings, what other challenges do you face in your role?
I would say keeping on top of everything. Obviously, it's 8 buildings. There's a lot of compliance and a lot of health and safety and a lot of maintenance that you need to look after and be on top of. So I would say it's challenging, but I'm organised. I've got a PPM schedule. I know when everything's due. I have bi-weekly calls with the contract manager from our M&E contracts department, and we catch up on a regular basis. So you're constantly talking, which is and ironing, smoothing anything out before it arises, or keeping an eye out what being proactive, I guess, isn't it? Following up on remedials, and making sure everything's actioned. And
so no rest for you. It's very, very busy.
Very busy, but I like it. I enjoy it. I feel like being busy really sort of makes the day go faster. It does. And also you feel accomplished, like you've actually made the space better. You've made a member's day better. You've made the place safer. So all of those things, like, I feel like you're contributing to something
to the clients, giving back to the clients, and because obviously they're paying for a service, so
exactly,
they're going to want the best, aren't they? Absolutely. So let's talk about where we think the facilities management industry is heading. Obviously, we've got AI, ESG, remote working, tech. I mean, you guys do co-working, don't you? Where are you guys headed? What are you up to with the likes of ESG and AI? And are you getting involved? Well, you've got B Corp, so
we're B Corp. With ESG, like you said, we're B Corp, and we're getting involved in initiatives. There's actually a really good initiative that the building 8 Bishopsgate run, and we were actually top of the leaderboard for all of the occupiers in the building, which was basically they have several different waste streams. Recycling, food waste, coffee beans, all different waste streams. And what they've done is to try and encourage occupiers to recycle. And not use general waste as much. Is the people that are recycling more will get a discount on their service charge. So if you're always just using general waste and you're not thinking about recycling,
how do you
will end up paying, because actually they've got that's all right.
I'm invested.
They've got a waste room downstairs, and what they do is every company has a passcode that they will enter. The cleaners will basically take the waste down. They have to weigh the waste before they pull it into the main bins. So they have to put the code in. They weigh the waste. Obviously, it comes up what company is disposing of the waste. So they've got all that data there, so they know exactly who's doing it and who isn't. And that's part of their protocol. So that's brilliant. So
I think that's quite nice to know. Like, well, how are we recycling? What are we doing? And 'cause sometimes when you're just throwing things in the waste, you have no idea how much you're disposing of, and to know that it's going to be recycled and reused somehow, and not put into landfill, because we cannot do that.
Yeah.
We just can't. Is pretty great. That's a great thing that you're doing there. Incentive. Wow. So they get money off. That's great. So they're going to try hard, right?
So yeah, it encourages occupiers to get involved and to do it. And like I said, we were top of the leaderboards on that, and I feel like we really did drive that.
Pioneered. Love that.
So
more people need to do that. Especially providers of office space, because there's just multiple occupancy, isn't it? So there's all different people, different companies within your buildings. So more people get involved in recycling, the better, right?
Definitely.
Saving the planet, or doing our bit. What about sort of AI? Is it a friend or foe in your world? This is a mixed bag, this question. Blessing and curse, I think.
Yeah, I mean, because I haven't been in the industry that long, I wouldn't be able to tell you what it was like before and what it's like now. But I think I think it can be there to help. I think in the future, things like, I don't know, your PPM schedules and things like that, having that on a computer database where it's going to tell you when things are due. And I don't obviously we've already got that with CAPEX systems and that, but I really feel that it probably could benefit. I don't think overtake, because I think you're always going to need people there to physically be there and manage the buildings,
especially facilities. I think it's going to be very hard pushed for robots to take over your but there is robots. There's lots of robotics within facilities, and lots of different tech devices. Are you guys using that over at Huckletree? Are you kind of get involved in making your lives easier as a facilities department? Do I know there's the measuring the footfall going in and out of certain areas within a building. Do you guys kind of get involved in that?
I mean, well, we've got our access control system that obviously monitors footfall. And going back to your sort of ESG point as well, like one of the things that we noticed that on a Friday we have low occupancy. So, it's one of the things that we sort of looked at with the M&E contract. That do we need to have the AC blasting out at this temperature on a Friday, or can we adjust the set points to actually save on utilities and things like that? So just looking at it from that strategic
definitely. And lights and they go off automatically and when no one's in that room, and the aircon, like you say.
We've got PIR sensors everywhere, so
you're there, you're up there. Then you're moving forward with time. So that's great. So do you think we are innovating fast enough, or are we playing catch up still? This is a question that comes up quite often, and I always mention COVID, which is probably boring everybody now. But I mean, obviously you were working. You were shut down, right? Because I remember. It feels a long time ago, but what is it? 5 years nearly.
5 years, yeah.
So what? How did that kind of affect you guys? Did it, I mean, not necessarily Huckletree, but you personally, how did it affect you?
So during COVID, I was working in leisure. So it was a time that, I mean, nobody foresee what was going to happen. No one had experienced it before, so it was everybody was learning. How do we adapt to this, and things like your COVID risk assessments.
Gosh, that would have been new, wouldn't it?
So in leisure, we it was like introducing things like people not using the change rooms and coming beach ready and stuff like that. So it was all very strange at the time, but
but so serious.
Very serious.
It's just suddenly faded away now, hasn't it? We're all back to normal. Crazy times that wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So did you still work though? Obviously, because of someone still needs to keep the building intact. Right?
So part of my role as the operations manager, so when it was lockdown, I was coming in the building, checking the building, doing health and safety checks, doing weekly flushing of the little used outlets. We're flushing them every day because obviously they weren't getting the same usage as they would if people were using them. So we used to go around all the toilets, all the shower rooms, flushing all the taps, all the showers. So
don't even think these going out. You just think no one's coming out. But you guys were still moving and functioning, and construction was still moving as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, gosh, it was good that you were still working though.
Yeah.
I was in recruitment at the time, and it all closed down for me. And I used to supply to the serviced office sector. So all quiet, gone. Just silent.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a strange time. But I'm glad we're back to normal. So obviously, that's not affecting you now in this role. You've gone into this role, and is it still part of your? Do you guys still feel like you're playing catch up from then, or no? You're probably in a new role. So.
Yeah, it's a new role for me. I guess I don't know what it was like in Huckletree before that, so I can't really comment on how it is now to how it was before. But I feel like things are moving on and
advancing.
So surely people are getting back to normal. And
we are. And I think people encourage people, in fact, for you guys as well. I think co-working and serviced office spaces, they're encouraging you to come back into the office, aren't they? So it's not that great working from home. I think people realise that. I work within labs here, and it's a co-working space, so it's busy in here, which is great to see, because it means we need that interaction. We need human interaction, which is crucial for us, as and like you say, you worked very closely with the gentleman at Nuffield Health. So if you didn't have that interaction and you were working from home, where would you be today? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so important for us. So it's all good stuff, and hopefully we'll keep working on getting back into the office, and the hybrid working and all this sort of stuff. I think that's quite nice for people. My kids, 22 and 27, they co-work. Hybrid work.
Yeah.
And, I think it's quite part of people's life now. It can't beat being in the office.
Yeah, and I think it's about making those, like, our job is to make sure that the space is a place that invites people to come back to, a place that they want to be in. And that's part of our role as, a facilities team, and, is to make it comfortable as possible. And and
it's like working, you want people to feel like they're at home. I've seen people in here napping, at lunchtime, like, great, there's some real loungy seats there, know. So the facilities within serviced offices and co-working spaces are really comfy and cozy, and you've got all the bits and pieces that you would have at home. If not better. But that's the service that you're paying for, I guess. So it's inviting, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what we want, and that's what we want, to encourage people to come back to the office and feel like they want to come back in, not that they're forced to come back in, but Absolutely. It's like they want to come in the office because they like the office and they like the space that they're working in.
Love that. I do like working within co-working. You meet so many different people as well. Looking at it from my perspective, I need to come and have a look at Huckletree. I've not been to any of your.
Yeah, definitely come down.
Spaces.
Yeah,
I will.
Yeah,
I'm going to. I do enjoy looking at all the different service offices and co-working spaces. It's lovely. So looking back, what moment or project are you still proud of today?
I would say within Huckletree, mobilising a new site, 8 Bishopsgate, I would say I was proud of that, because it was fairly new into my journey, Huckletree, because I started in July, and by November we was opening a new site. So it was
got stuck in.
It was I'd done sort of helped out with mobilisations within leisure before, but it was completely different in terms of leisure centre and an office space. So different. I felt that was a real achievement to PC on time and open and just make sure everything was running smoothly. Yeah, be ready. Have all your maintenance contracts in place and those things. Just setting the site up really from scratch.
Yes. Yeah, that's an achievement.
Yeah.
And at Bishopsgate as well. I know that area. One of my first jobs was down that way. Great being in that part of the world as well.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah. Really nice environment to be in. Yeah,
it is. Do love Bishopsgate. Love that. So, what's something you wish you knew when you were just starting out?
I think the main thing about facilities management is people.
Yeah.
And building those relationships, which I feel like I'm quite good at doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, just knowing that from the start, in kind of knowing that, it's some, especially within my role as a facilities manager, managing 8 buildings, you can't be everywhere.
Yeah.
So you're heavily reliant on the people that you build relationships with. So the site teams, your contractors. So it's I would say it's building those relationships early.
Yes.
And
so don't be shy.
Yeah.
You've really got to get involved with these people and get to know them and
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, it's people that are running it, right?
Yeah.
So you got to get on with them and ask them questions and tell them what they need to do and what they need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So relationship building, I like that.
Yeah, relationship building, I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely. So if someone came to you tomorrow and said, I want to do what you do, Reiss, what would you say?
I would say definitely do it.
Well,
do it.
it.
I enjoy it. I would say, I would say being calm is a good skill to have in the industry.
I sense that in you, that you seem calm, which is it's a great skill.
Yeah.
I'm quite erratic. I'm ADHD, so I don't know if running a building would be good for me. But so calm.
Yeah, being calm, I'd say, because, in a moment of crisis or things not going the way, and, quite often facilities is looked at as that, as in when things go wrong, you call facilities. And when everything's going right and we operate in the background,
Yeah.
People don't really notice
what you're doing
until, the light's not working, the HVAC's not working, when things go wrong. So I think being calm in those situations and kind of always trying to think about, what can I do to resolve this situation?
Yeah.
Is there alternatives? Is there, just really thinking about it. I feel that I'm always quite calm in dealing with situations, and I think that's a good skill to have. I think health and safety, compliance, I'd definitely recommend anybody to do their IOSH or NEBOSH qualification. I feel that it gives you good exposure to sort of health and safety, and knowing that you're doing not just health and safety, but doing things the right way in accordance with legislation, regulation. So the NEBOSH and IOSH qualifications really do teach you that. I would definitely say, if it's a career path that you're looking to pursue, I would say you don't need to be very technical.
Okay.
To be I would say you pick up things as you go along.
Of course. So be open-minded.
Yeah. I'd say you don't need to be like an engineer.
Yes.
To be a facilities manager.
That's great to know. So you don't need to go uni or there's ways of getting into this. That apprenticeships are great.
Apprenticeships, and just like working in different industries, which could give you that transferable skill set to sort of move over and be a success in it. Yeah,
I love that. Obviously we meant when we put the podcast out, we mentioned your name and where you are. Are you okay for people to reach out to you on LinkedIn if they have any questions?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
So Reiss has said it.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what you like to do in your spare time. What does Reiss do to wind down? What do you like to do outside your day job?
So I'm really into football.
Okay.
So, yeah, I like to
Who's
go
your
to
team?
football matches. I'm a West Ham fan.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm a West Ham fan. My wife is actually a Charlton fan.
Oh, okay. How does that?
So we it's nearby a team where we live. So she's always supported
She's
Charlton.
South London.
South,
She?
yeah.
Me too.
South East London. So yeah, I've actually got a season ticket. We go together actually, and we watch games and that. So
It's nice.
that's something we do on like a weekend. Other than that, really, just spending time with family, friends.
And socialising.
Yeah, socialising.
Play football as well, or are you just a spectator?
No, just a spectator. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Did you play football when you were young? Did you aspire to be a footballer? I didn't know.
Yeah, I think everybody does.
Not me.
But yeah, everybody
Not
wants to.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Yeah, I just enjoy watching it at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. We can watch it. And last question: what's the best bit of advice you've ever been given?
I think working in leisure, one of my managers always said to me, like, if you don't know something, always ask.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's a good thing to kind of think about. Is like, if you don't know something, it's always good to ask someone who may know it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you learn as you go along. One of the things he always said to me as well was like, learn, like know your contractors basically.
Yeah.
So you don't need to understand exactly what they're doing or know how to do what they're doing, but understanding what they're doing. So I used to always like ask questions like, whenever we get a contractor come in, or what does that do, and how do you do that? And you pick up things as you go along.
And I believe in your career, as you've spoke about it, is that something it looks like you've done all the way through.
Yeah, definitely. Always.
Why you've got to where you are so quickly.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
It's pretty amazing and inspiring, and it's a great message to the listeners that are coming into the FM industry. You know, just keep moving and ask lots of questions, and take your IOSH and your NEBOSH, and they could end up where you are pretty quickly if they work hard and stay focused.
Yeah.
Love that. Thank you so much for coming in today.
No, thank you. Thanks a lot for having me on. Really appreciate it. It's
been a pleasure to interview you and get to know you, and thank you for your story. And that's it for today, wrapping up another session of Wear Many Hats podcast. So please do like, share, follow, and tell all your friends, and have a great day, and see you next time.